Hey there everyone, and welcome to the startup process. If you're anything like me, the chances are that you cannot remember the day on which you went without using WhatsApp. Well, let me take another step forward and say that you just checked your WhatsApp notification or shared a meme or a message in your WhatsApp group. With more than 2 billion users, WhatsApp can rightly be called the king of cloud communication. The app is available in more than 180 countries and it supports around 60 languages. What's even more interesting is that WhatsApp has continued to dominate the online messaging market despite a ban on it in China, which is also the most populated country in the world. However, success and popularity were not always associated with this popular chatting app. Today, I'm going to narrate how the creators of WhatsApp came to program an app that would absolutely dominate the market. So, let's begin. Yan Koum was born and raised in a small village in Ukraine. The village lacked the basic necessities that most of us have begun to take for granted. Thus, in search of a new life, he moved to Mountain Valley, California, along with his mother. There, they were able to get a 2-bedroom apartment through government assistance. Despite his mother working as a babysitter and his job as a cleaner, they often had to stand in long lines to get food stamps. During this hard time, Yan Koum started learning computer networking by purchasing manuals from a bookstore that sold used books. A couple of years later, Yan enrolled at San Jose State University and moonlighted as a security tester at Ernst & Young. In 1997, he found himself sitting at Yahoo and checking out their advertising system. It's here that he met Brian Acton, a man that would later become his best friend and partner. Both individuals took a liking to each other's no-nonsense attitude and started forming a bond of friendship. It was after the death of Koum's mother that their friendship truly blossomed, as Acton acted as a pillar of support for his grieving friend. Over the next couple of years, both individuals saw Yahoo's fortunes dip and rise. Acton lost millions when he invested in the dot-com boom and had to return working on advertising despite his revulsion to it. Finally, both individuals left Yahoo and took a year to decompress, and later they applied to Facebook, and both of them were rejected. Acton even sent out a tweet that told people of his rejection. Finally, in 2009, a light bulb went up inside Yan Koum's head. As Yan bought an iPhone, he saw the potential that was in the 7-month-old App Store. He believed that it was about to give birth to a new industry, the world of apps. Koum's idea was basically to develop an app that would show the status of different people. That meant that people could instantly share what they were doing with others in their contact list. So, with the help of a Russian app developer, Igor Solomnikov, Koum started developing an app. He immediately chose the name WhatsApp, as to him it sounded cool and like the phrase, "What's up?" It's catchy, I give him that. And on February 24, 2009, he incorporated WhatsApp Incorporated. Initially, the app would crash and lag, and only a few hundred people, mostly local Russians, downloaded the app. Yan Koum was distraught, and he even considered packing up everything and finding a new job. However, Acton persuaded him to give the app some time and to let it grow. Finally, in June 2009, help came from Apple. The company launched push notifications, letting developers ping users when they were not using the app. Yan got his breakthrough, and he updated the app so that users would receive a notification when one person from your contact list changed his status. Soon people started to communicate through these statuses, and Yan realized that he had inadvertently developed a messaging app. In Koum's own words, being able to instantly reach somebody halfway across the world and on a device that is always with you was powerful. To capitalize on the opportunity, Yan released WhatsApp 2.0, which had a messaging component, and soon, the active users swelled to 250,000. The only serious competition at that time was BlackBerry BBM, but it only worked on Blackberries. Yan Koum invited Acton to be a part of the team, and using his Yahoo contacts, Acton was able to secure a seed fund of $250,000 that also gained him the title of co-founder. Initially, both individuals worked for free, and their highest cost was sending verification texts through cutthroat SMS brokers. The cost was draining Koum's bank account, but soon, WhatsApp began to bring in some money. The co-founders would switch between paid and free versions to control growth and let the app grow on their terms. Soon the app began to support sending pictures, and WhatsApp saw its usage increasing. By 2011, the app was in the top 20 of all apps in the US App Store. Soon, venture capitalists began to flock around Koum and Acton, who batted away all such requests except Jim Getz. Jim Getz was a partner of Sequoia, who, after promises of non-interference, was able to invest $8 million into the company. In 2013, the WhatsApp user base had grown to around 200 million, with WhatsApp having 50 employees. Another round of investment followed, with Sequoia investing another $50 million. The founders also changed the operating model, which allowed users to use the app for free for the first year, after which they would have to pay $1 to use the app. WhatsApp had now grown from a few cubicles to a 3-story building. I hope you're all enjoying the video. To show your support, hit the like button and subscribe buttons to receive similar content directly to your YouTube feeds. In 2014, the company that had once rejected its founders called up the management at WhatsApp and offered to acquire the app for a whopping $19 billion. $16 billion in stock and cash, and the $3 billion in restricted stock units for the founders. So, basically, the mistake of not hiring either of the two individuals proved more than costly for Facebook. In reality, Facebook saw a competitor and a goldmine in WhatsApp. It had not only taken most of the market, but the data available on the WhatsApp servers could prove to be a treasure chest for an advertisement-driven platform like Facebook. So buying WhatsApp was more of an investment into the future. The fact that Zuckerberg spent 1/10 of his company's market value to acquire WhatsApp speaks volume of the success that both Koum and Acton had achieved. Now let us talk about what made WhatsApp so popular and the founders' strategies to keep WhatsApp one step ahead of its competitors. Both Koum and Acton were extremely against using advertising as their primary income source and thus kept ads away from the WhatsApp interface. Moreover, the main emphasis of the WhatsApp team was on the security of its users, and thus, different mechanisms were put in place to safeguard the privacy of its users. Both these elements made WhatsApp extremely user-friendly and attracted a larger following. The uniqueness of WhatsApp is its low price. Users had to barely pay $1 to enjoy the facilities provided by WhatsApp. The founders also controlled the app's growth and thus were able to build a stable and efficient platform. The sheer success of WhatsApp can be seen from the fact that the growth of the app is totally organic. That is, no sort of ads or promotions were used to increase the user base. WhatsApp was also launched at a time in which there were few messaging apps that allowed the users to text directly via their phone through an internet service. This in itself was a very attractive proposition for the people. You have to hand it to them, both these nerds were able to build a company that was worth $19 billion, and all this in the span of 7 years. Amazing, guys. Just amazing. This video is a tale of hard work and persistence. Nothing could have been achieved had both these men given up and let themselves into the hands of fate. They built their own destiny, and despite everything that came at them, these two individuals always came out swinging. I hope you all learned something from my video today. If you haven't, then click the like button and comment on what other videos you would like us to make. Also, hit the subscribe button to remain updated about all our future content. Oh yeah, and before you leave, hit the bell icon to receive instant updates about all our future videos. Goodbye for now, and keep on texting before Facebook ruins the beautiful app me and you have come to love.